So now let's get into some of these questiones. There's some good ones. All right. Is it gay if you're a 40-year-old male virgin? And by the way, I know this guy. It's not Fez. Everybody thinks, but it's not.
Is he being serious or is this
He's
cap?
serious. No, he's serious. I know this guy from Universal, actually.
Oh.
And he is. So he goes, is it gay if you're a 40-year-old male virgin and you're straight, but no girl wants you, so you are really debating whether to hook up with the gay homie who is offering a blowjob?
Okay, what does this guy look like?
gay.
What does this guy look like?
Dude,
Is he unfuckable?
He's got the worst grill. He's got the worst teeth I've ever seen in my life. And he's fat, and he's a Latino boy. But as you say, good hairline.
Right,
right. One good thing about the Latinos.
So he's one of our fans.
He's one of our fans. He basically is a fan.
He just summed up everybody that comes out to who I see on the road when I'm in Phoenix. You know what I mean?
Couple Edgars, dude.
Couple Edgars. Yeah. And this guy's probably sweet as pie.
He's the nicest guy of all time. He bought me so many beers.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, he upsets me on a real visceral level with this question. He upsets me with a passion that I haven't felt for a long time. This Latino who knows where Tijuana is. Right? You know what the Hong Kong is.
Come on, man.
It's like, do we have to sponsor this fat fuck?
I guess, dude. We take him to Hong Kong. The problem is, you could get into Hong Kong. You can just go through the border. They're gonna think you're a Mexican.
Right.
You're not gonna get kidnapped like I almost was in TJ. We had a bad experience in TJ, dude. I kind of want to never go back.
When was this?
This was like during when they had the Ukraine people stationed there when they were.
When the war first kicked off?
When the war first kicked off a couple of years ago. So we went there, dude, and like I don't know if I've ever gone into detail on the pod, but basically we had gone to the campsite or whatever where all the Ukrainians were going. The bit was like I was hitting on some Ukrainian girls trying to offer them savior and
This is actually a good bit.
It was pretty funny. And then so then we started just going around TJ thinking that was a good idea. I was in a full like tracksuit that was like with like tigers on it, and Danny was like in an American flag get up, and we had a camera with Nico and stuff. And then we're going around and we get some ice cream, and then there's an American black man sitting on the curb drinking a Budweiser of all beers to drink in TJ. So we're just like, the hell's going on here?
It's patriotic though.
I liked it, yeah, in that sense. That's why we approach him and we go, hey, what's up, man? Like, what are you doing here? You're American? Ha ha ha. He goes, doesn't say anything to us, whistles. 3 guys come from behind a blacked out Suburban, and they're going like this. Come over here. Come over here, guys. Come over here.
And are they Mexicans?
2 guys look like Mexican, and then there was the black man that was American, and another guy was like sort of white. And they're just aggressively telling us to come here. Come here. So we literally didn't even make a lot of eye contact. We just ran the opposite direction.
Yo, and that is the world's longest surefire way to protect yourself.
Yes.
Just turn and run.
Yeah. Don't engage. Like, dude, there's a guy that just died in downtown.
Oh, you see that actor?
So sad.
He got jacked. His catalytic converter was getting jacked.
$400.
Which, by the way, those thieves should be strung up from their feet and beaten to death. Those people that steal the catalytic converters.
There's a lot of them.
Got mine taken a few months ago.
Damn.
But
really?
Yeah.
The Corolla?
Yep.
No way.
Yep. Remember, I got taken on the Prius, and then I got taken now on the Corolla. I got a new car, the Toyota Corolla, and apparently now that's the hot car to get the converter jacked. So this actor was downtown, and he's like doing well. Like he's on like a mainstream.
Multiple, he was on, reoccurring
what was it, like the Good Hospital? Or?
Yeah, General Hospital, reoccurring, or Days of Our Lives. One of the soaps, that's good for an actor. You know?
And he's, I don't know, maybe he got in the way.
I guess he was walking a girl to her car, and then like, he must have tried to stop them. But like, who just brings a gun and kills someone for a catalytic converter, dude?
Yeah, I mean, it's the society's unraveling, it seems like.
It is, dude. LA's getting gnarly, man. I mean,
so anyways, so this fat unfuckable Mexicano,
and I think he's serious about, he's told me like
he's
before,
not unfuckable.
He's not, no, he's pretty unfuckable.
Yeah,
he's completely unfuckable. If I'm being honest, he needs to get his health in order, I would say, first of all. But I say do it. I say get your dick sucked by a man.
That's because you're gay, Leo.
It's not because I'm gay, Dino. It's because that man should at least experience an orgasm. He's 40.
Yeah, I don't know, but Leo, you're not. Leo's not gay, but he's he's let his moral center flitter away.
I would say
you know
yes.
What I mean?
I would say yes.
And
it's every cock I see makes me a little less like
desensitized to it. It's like death and war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You start getting numb to it.
You get numb to it, man. And I don't know if it makes you gay, but it definitely doesn't make you straighter. We'll tell you that.
So yeah, this guy. How funny it would be if we brought this kid down to the Hong Kong and he was too ugly to get in. They were like, "You can't come in."
No.
Damn.
They're like, he smells. Can't come in. Dude, I feel like smelling at a brothel is the number one crime, unless you have sores. If you come in with sores.
Yeah, if you come in, I don't know how they would know, but I guess open sores are not allowed.
Now I want this story because I feel like you told it on the Fuck Men, but I know that you might have had sex with. It could have been a trans.
Not a trans. I had sex with a no, and I'll say this on the record.
Mm-hmm.
I banged out a prostitute in a Mexican whorehouse, if you want to be rude.
Yes.
A Mexican nightclub.
Yeah.
Sans condom.
That's
without
crazy.
a condom. And I'm clean as a fucking whistle to this day.
Fucking go.
Yeah, so you see why I'm back in church. You know what I mean?
Holy
You
shit.
see why all glory goes to God.
That's what you
my
did.
Lord and Savior.
That was a miracle.
I know, because there's a question that might be this situation for
Yeah.
you. Was that your scariest or maybe most shocking post-nut clarity moment?
I would say it was top 5, but not number 1.
I want to hear number 1, dude.
Number 1, a young Johnny Mitchell just moved to LA. This is Thanksgiving of 2012. I was living on my boy's couch. I had no money. I had just gotten out of prison. I was brand new to LA. I had no hope. I had no prospects.
He's like Saltine.
We ended up
Sure.
up at a Thanksgiving for like a random like Friendsgiving with like a bunch of other like loser, acting friends.
Sure.
Everybody knew each other from acting class.
Been there.
Everybody there was either like a dude or was like paired up. There was just no prospects except for a woman. She had a face that looked exactly like Jon Favreau.
Oh
she
my
was Jon
God.
Favreau's doppelganger, except she had big ass tits. I found one good quality about her. I fucked her. I filled her up.
Oh.
Filled her up.
Filled her up.
In the bathroom on the sink at this Friendsgiving in a house that looks kind of like this, actually. Filled her up, zipped up my pants, and said, "Toodaloo."
Oh.
And then the next morning, I was like, "Mitchell, you just filled up a broad that looks like the lead actor from Swingers."
Yeah, dude, Favreau looks like a guy. He could play like a mobster in many movies. He's got that fat Italian kind of.
She had the jaw. She had the eyes looked alike. She had the big face, dude. So that was actually my scariest post-nut clarity. Now let me get back. Now flash forwarding a decade.
Jesus.
Now fast forwarding a decade to this very, very classy strip club whorehouse in Ensenada, Mexico. If you could get on if you could Google whorehouses or strip clubs in Ensenada, we'll give them a free shout out because this place is a 10 out of 10. Okay,
Really?
classy. You do not feel beautiful women. You do not feel like you're going to get robbed. They really make it American friendly, and it's low key. It's an Ensenada, so you don't have all these dirt bags.
Are you sure you want to give him a shout out with those 3 surfers getting murdered near Ensenada?
That's true. That did happen. Ensenada, just figure it out, Austin.
It's the second time now. Yeah, thank you. It's the second time now that like people approaching someone stealing a car in the last couple of months, like in Mexico, and then this guy.
Yes.
I guess if people are stealing your car, just kind
You
of
got to just let them.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
No,
Like,
people
just get the
carry-
insurance, dude.
Yeah, get the insurance,
Yeah.
man. We got the insurance.
So anyways, what's it called?
Paris did not.
Yes, Paris. Yes, Club Paris, they called it. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and it was so funny. I brought my friend in there, and my friend's he's kind of a how would I put this lightly? He's beaten with the ugly stick. You know, good friend of mine, but his face is
had every branch on the way down.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he was one of God's lost children.
Yeah, those guys just got to get in the gym, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Just
he's got a
get
good body,
shredded.
but
he does have a good body.
No, he's got a good body and everything like that. But his face is just, what are you gonna do?
Hideous.
You know. So he and what's so funny is like he could have had any number of beautiful hookers just lounging around this dark nightclub, and he fucked the ugliest one.
Oh my god!
I'm like, Ohad, you could pay. These are whores.
I love Ohad.
You could pay anyone you wanted, and they'll fuck you. And he still couldn't do it. He still fucked the one with braces.
There's with braces.
She had braces. She was super cool though, and she told us she made a lot of money. Okay. So swag goes a long way if you're a Mexican prostitute. If there's any listening, you know, it's not just about how you look. It's about, can you make a trick come out of his pocket? Right. Like,
now, you have experience with Mexican hookers. Do you think there's one that like made enough money to buy herself a little hacienda in Mexico?
Buddy, I know for a fact. I was talking to these broads because like I was trying to get Ohad laid, right? That's originally why we went there. I was drinking, and you know my Spanish when I get drunk. I get loose with it, right?
Yeah, really
I'm
loose.
calling this bitch old.
You roll the R's.
I'm making them, R con R. And I'm making everybody laugh. And these whores are like, who is this guy? He's so cool, and he's not like trying to fuck us. So, dude, like this bitch was like, oh, I'm from Venezuela. You know, I bought like a fucking palace in Venezuela with my hooking money. Really? I invest stocks. Yeah, these people are getting savvy, dude.
Yeah, they are getting savvy, dude. Yeah, the OnlyFans girls that we had, around us for a little bit, like they definitely, a lot of them were like buying Tesla, you know, this and that.
Of course. So, but anyways, so to wrap this story up before we try to help out this fucking this beaner. This woman who's, you could tell she's like the OG. She's hot. She's probably like 39, which in Mexican years is great grandmother age, as we know. But she was fucking hot. Like, and she had swag, and she was like, "Come on, fuck me." And I was like, get the fuck out of here. You know. And we were just kind of talking and chatting. And then these soldiers, these like Mexican like Marines, walk in. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? And all these bitches get up and they like scurry to the back to where these soldiers like kind of like beckon them over, right, the back of the club. And I'm like, oh, they're paying bribes.
Right.
But then I asked around, like, what's going on? They were like, oh, that's they check the medical records of all the sex workers in Mexico to make sure they're clean. So they're actually there on behalf of the health department. And you could see chicks getting out their like health cards from their purses. Yeah.
I would love.
So anyway, so at the end, by the time I had finished banging this hooker without a condom, I although I was terrified, I thought, okay, well, clearly she just passed the health inspection. Yeah. So I got better odds now.
No, I would love the government to get involved with whorehouses in the U.S. and cocaine. Can you imagine like lab real good coke? Without anything, just pure coke that you could buy
to solve the fentanyl crisis.
Yeah, to solve the fentanyl. Give everyone coke. It'd be like the '80s again. People would be more productive. Yep. Every salesman I know that was like 20 or 30 in the '80s was like, yeah, we made like $500K a year for like 8 years, and we were all on coke. Every day of my life, I was on coke,
selling printers.
Yes,
that's all they were doing.
Exactly. Anything, dude. There was a guy that was telling me that it was $200 every time you sold a fucking gym membership, and that was one of the best jobs. You could work for like LA Fitness selling gym membership. He's like, dude, I'd sell 8 a day. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Yeah. You'd make $1,600 a day, dude.
Yeah, in the '80s.
In the '80s, yeah. And then everything, they did. Yeah, then companies were like, what are we doing?
Yeah, they pissed it all up their nose.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It would have been a good time to be alive, though.
Oh, I mean, you know me. I'd be doing 25 to life if I came from that era. I would have been the one selling it, as you know.
You would have been you might have been Miami Vice, dude.
I would have been one of those white guys that got really entrenched with Colombians. I know this. You know what I mean? So I don't know how it would have turned out.
Yeah, you're like the white guy at every quinceañera, I am. Just dancing with like the grandma, and they're like, "Why is that 6'6" white guy dancing with the grandma?" It's like that's Johnny, man. That's Johnny, man.
It's parte de la familia.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
No, but that's so. What is this 40-year-old man that's thinking about doing some gay shit?
So I think he should come to Club Paris. Well, I would give him you know what? This whole episode's all about what am I doing to give back?
Yeah.
I think you and I, if we can prove that he doesn't, maybe we'll send Dino to make sure he spends the money and doesn't just pocket it or spend it on Pixie Sticks.
Yeah, no, I like
you
that.
know, and Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Why don't we chip in, let's say, let's be cheap, $700.
Okay.
$700 gets him gas money and a night in a hotel, like a nice hotel down in Ensenada. Let's not even send him to the Wolves in the Hong Kong.
No,
you know
Ensenada.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Let's send him down to Club Paris in Ensenada. He gets to stay down there for a night or two, and then he uses the rest of that money, $400 or $500 gets you like a dope hooker at Club Paris.
Oh, the best one, right?
Yes. Even
$400 or
when
$500 in L.A., according to my really shady friend, gets you like a hot like Russian.
Okay, so yeah, this guy doesn't deserve $500 right off the bat. A $200
$200.
$200 hooker will get you fine pussy down there.
A 6 in L.A., easily.
Yeah.
A 6 Latino woman in L.A., which is
So
hot.
I think he should go in. He should get it off, get one off, wear a condom. I'm not like I don't tell my story as like an example of how to behave. I'm saying I'm a survivor.
Right.
You know.
You are. You got lucky.
Yeah, exactly. And why you should bring the Lord back into your life because you may need him.
Absolutely.
And it is a him.
Yeah.
So I would say this is the best way to go. Wear a bag.
Right.
And yeah, just fire off a nut, as big and as backed up as 40 years.
Yeah.
Will
Now,
cost.
do you think once you're a 40-year-old virgin, I think there's erectile dysfunction. I think he needs Cialis as well.
Yeah, 100%. We're going to send him down with a care package of Cialis.
Yeah, so maybe we need to give him another $100 for the Cialis.
I got a bunch that I can donate, but sure.
Perfect.
We can
throw donate him.
But he can go buy it down there, too. He should re-up while you're down there.
Dennis, come out. Dude, come find me at a comedy show and then that me and Johnny are doing together, and we'll have Cialis for you. And then we'll send you on your way with Dino, of course, because he looks the most Mexican that we
I
know.
need to get some money, too, for a hooker if I got to go all the way down there.
Would you give money for I don't know if I'm giving Dino money for a hooker, though.
Is he responsible?
Well, he's supposed to be religious. What are you doing? Why would you?
Well, I got to drive all the way down and then,
Well, you got to hang out.
He's got to supervise. He should get B-roll, too, because you should do an episode about it.
I'm not filming that.
You're filming it all, dude.
No. You don't have to film going into the whorehouse. They won't let you. But film,
right
just
before.
document it
Okay,
so
yeah,
we
I
know
can
the
document
money's
it.
getting spent. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The way that it's supposed to get spent. You're the overseer. You're the inspector.
I doubt you'd be kidnapped because you just look too Latino.
No, you won't get kidnapped.
fast.
You're there to spend money. You'll be fine.
If we get in trouble, he might be in trouble because he's kind of fat, apparently. I don't know if he can keep up, but...
Oh yeah, well you're gonna outrun them for sure. But if they're chasing you guys, you're probably both dead. So just kind of.
And by the way, how do we know that Dennis is a virgin? Is this
Pretty
a bit
obvious
that
once you met him. If you met him, you'd be like, yeah, he's definitely.
Could somebody bring me a picture of Dennis?
Yeah,
while
I
we
got
get
you,
and we
bro.
could
I got you, bro. You're gonna be like, yeah, dude.
So
this
maybe we'll
guy's-
each put up $500. Send both of these kiddos down there.
dude. Yeah, dude.
Fill up some very, very grateful Mexican sex workers. Fill them up.
Yeah, dude.
Fill up your heart.
Look, this is Dennis, dude.
Let's see. May I?
He's been around 40 years. What do you think he's
Yeah,
done with
He's
his
a
life?
heavy drinker at this point too.
Oh, I see. Shout out.
No, don't. We got to cut that, dude.
I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah, you can follow him. But yeah, Austin, cut that.
He kind of looks like Nacho from
Nacho Libre.
No. Who's the Mexican sidekick in Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh yeah, Pedro.
He
does look
looks like Pedro, bro.
He actually looks a lot like Pedro.
Oh damn. Yeah, no. So this guy's as they say, rode hard and put away wet. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean, look, you're halfway through your life. Well, what am I kidding? You're 2/3 through your life. Like, you better get living. Like, have some urgency. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Cialis is going to be your best friend because you're going to have a little something called performance anxiety.
Yeah.
So you don't, to combat the performance anxiety, you need Cialis.